Hostess Cupcakes have been a go-to snack for over 100 years. With their soft chocolate cake, creamy filling, and white icing swirl, they're a familiar sight in lunchboxes and stores across the US. More than 400 million cupcakes are made every year, over 1 million every day. They're one of Hostess's top-selling snacks, made to keep up with non-stop demand. It all starts with truckloads of flour, sugar, cocoa, eggs, and oil. Inside the factory, machines mix, bake, fill, and wrap the cupcakes in a fast-moving line, with workers making sure everything runs right. Most people only see the final product, but behind the scenes is a non-stop system built to feed America's sweet tooth. And today, we're going inside to see how it's all made. Hostess Cupcakes have been around since 1919, longer than most of our grandparents. These little chocolate treats have made it through the Great Depression, World War II, and even the rise and fall of Blockbuster. Talk about staying power. They were one of the first mass-produced cupcakes, paving the way for snack cakes everywhere. Imagine being a kid in the 1920s, unwrapping one of these. Pure joy, no smartphone needed. Just you, a Hostess cupcake, and maybe some jazz playing in the background. At first, Hostess cupcakes were just simple chocolate cakes. No creamy filling, no white squiggle on top. But in 1950, someone had the brilliant idea to add a creamy center, and snack time was changed forever. That little bit of vanilla cream took them from good to legendary. The best part? No fighting over the best piece like with a regular cake. Every bite had the perfect mix of chocolate and cream, like a perfectly made sandwich, but in cupcake form. The famous white swirl on top, that was the perfect finishing touch. It gave Hostess cupcakes their signature look, making them easy to spot on store shelves and in lunchboxes everywhere. That swirl is like a secret snack club symbol. If you know, you know. Over the years, Hostess has tried different flavors, from golden vanilla to wild limited edition colors. But the classic chocolate one is still the favorite. No matter how many new snacks come and go, something about that little chocolate cake with the swirl keeps us coming back. For over 100 years, Hostess cupcakes have been fueling sugar rushes, convincing kids to finish their homework, and mysteriously vanishing from kitchen counters. And if you've ever tried to eat just one, you know it's almost impossible. Maybe that's why they always come in a twin pack. Hostess knew we'd want another. Whether you've loved them since childhood or just discovered them, one thing's certain. Some snacks fade away, but the Hostess cupcake isn't going anywhere. Now let's take a look inside the factory. The process starts long before the cupcakes are made. Hostess carefully picks high-quality ingredients to make sure every bite has the same soft, chocolatey taste fans have loved for over 100 years. They work with trusted suppliers to get top-grade ingredients that meet strict safety standards. The main ingredients: flour, sugar, cocoa, eggs, vegetable oil, leavening agents, and dairy. Each play an important role in the cupcake's taste, texture, and shelf life. Without the right ingredients, the cupcakes wouldn't have their perfect mix of sweetness, moisture, and fluffiness. The flour is enriched to keep the right protein level, so the cupcakes have a soft but sturdy texture, not too dense or dry. This process also adds important nutrients like iron and B vitamins. Sugar does more than just sweeten the cupcakes. It helps them stay moist and fresh. The right balance is key. Too much can change the texture, and too little can make them dry. The cocoa is Dutch processed, which reduces acidity and brings out a deep, rich chocolate flavor. Eggs help the cupcakes rise and give them a soft, cake-like texture. Vegetable oil keeps them moist for longer, so they don't dry out too quickly. The ingredients arrive at the factory in large shipments and are kept in temperature-controlled silos to stay fresh. The factory carefully tracks each batch to keep production running smoothly. Before being used, every ingredient goes through strict quality checks. Experts test for texture, moisture levels, and any contamination using high-tech equipment. Infrared scanners can spot unwanted particles, while moisture analyzers make sure everything meets the right standards. This careful screening process helps every Hostess cupcake taste just as good as the last. Any ingredients that don't pass the test are thrown out or sent back to suppliers. Hostess also cares about where its ingredients come from. The company works with suppliers who use responsible and eco-friendly farming and production methods. This helps protect the environment while keeping the cupcakes top quality. Once the ingredients pass all the checks, they move to the mixing area where the real magic happens, turning simple ingredients into the classic Hostess cupcakes. After passing strict quality checks, the ingredients are carefully measured and sent into large industrial mixing tanks. The entire batter-making process is automated, using advanced machines to ensure every ingredient is added in just the right amount. Special dispensers release precise portions to keep each batch consistent, so every cupcake turns out the same. Timing and ratios are key. If an ingredient is added too soon or too late, it could change the texture or flavor. Automating this step allows Hostess to make huge amounts of batter quickly, while still ensuring the cupcakes have the same soft, chocolatey taste people love. Mixing happens in stages to make sure all the ingredients blend evenly. First, the dry ingredients, like flour, cocoa powder, and leavening agents, are sifted and mixed to break up any clumps. At the same time, the wet ingredients, including eggs, vegetable oil, and water, are mixed separately at a controlled speed. This helps the eggs blend smoothly and the oil spread evenly throughout. Once both mixtures are ready, they are slowly combined while being stirred at high speed. Mixing too fast or too hard could create air pockets or an uneven texture, so this step is carefully controlled to keep every cupcake soft and consistent. As the batter is mixed, tiny air bubbles are added on purpose to give Hostess cupcakes their light, fluffy texture. The right amount of air is key. Too little makes the cupcakes dense, while too much can cause them to collapse in the oven. Special sensors keep track of temperature, thickness, and air content to make sure everything stays just right. Advanced mixing technology helps keep the batter smooth and consistent, and if anything seems off, quick adjustments are made to fix it. Once the batter is just right, it moves straight to the next step. If a batch isn't up to standard, whether it's too thick, not mixed properly, or has the wrong amount of air, it gets tossed or fixed. This way, only the best batter goes into baking. Hostess's careful mixing process makes sure every cupcake, from the first to the millionth, is just as soft and tasty. Now that the batter is ready, it's time to pour it into molds and bake it to perfection. When the batter is just right, it moves through sealed tubes to keep it fresh and free from contamination. It's then poured into pre-greased baking molds on a fast-moving conveyor belt, making sure each one gets the same amount. Even small differences in portion size can cause uneven baking, so accuracy is important. Automated sensors keep an eye on the process, making adjustments as needed to keep everything consistent. After being filled, the cupcake molds move through a large tunnel oven, an advanced baking system that keeps the temperature just right. Unlike regular ovens, which can have uneven heat, this oven is designed with specific temperature zones to bake each cupcake evenly. As they travel through the oven, the heat gradually increases and then decreases, helping the cupcakes rise properly without cracking, sinking, or drying out. The conveyor belt moves at a steady pace, making sure every cupcake gets the perfect amount of heat for a soft and fluffy texture. Baking takes about 15 minutes at around 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius. This steady heat helps the cupcakes stay soft and moist, while giving them a slight dome on top. The process also locks in just the right amount of moisture, so they stay fresh longer without needing too many preservatives. Infrared sensors constantly check the moisture levels to make sure every batch has the perfect texture, taste, and freshness. At the end of the tunnel oven, the cupcakes go through a careful quality check using infrared scanners. These scanners check their size, color, and texture to spot any that are overcooked, undercooked, or misshapen. Any cupcakes that don't meet the standards are removed and either reprocessed or discarded. This ensures only the best ones move forward. With baking done, the cupcakes are now ready to cool before getting their creamy filling. Right after baking, the cupcakes are still very hot and delicate, so they can't be handled right away. If the creamy filling were added, it would melt or soak into the cake, ruining the texture. To avoid this, the cupcakes move to a cooling conveyor system that slowly brings down their temperature while keeping them soft and moist. Cooling is just as important as baking because it helps the cupcakes stay light and fluffy while getting them ready for the next step. The cupcakes cool inside a special airflow tunnel where filtered air moves around them evenly. This keeps them soft and spongy while preventing them from drying out or getting too hard. If they cool too fast, they could lose too much moisture and become dry. If they cool too slowly, condensation might form, making them soggy and affecting the chocolate coating later. The airflow system is carefully adjusted to cool the cupcakes just right, keeping their texture and taste perfect. The cupcakes take about 10-15 minutes to cool, with sensors checking their temperature inside and out to make sure they cool at the right pace. If a batch doesn't meet the cooling standards, it's flagged for inspection and may be reprocessed or discarded. Once they reach the perfect temperature, they're ready for the creamy filling, which is carefully injected to guarantee every bite has the classic, delicious taste Hostess Cupcakes are known for. Now, for the best part, the creamy filling that makes Hostess Cupcakes so delicious. Each cupcake is flipped upside down and sent through a special injection system. Stainless steel nozzles pierce the bottom and fill the center with just the right amount of vanilla-flavored cream. The process is carefully adjusted to make sure the filling spreads evenly without messing up the cupcake's soft texture. If it goes too deep, the filling could leak out. If it's too shallow, there won't be enough in every bite. The filling is light, fluffy, and perfectly sweet, made from a mix of vegetable shortening, powdered sugar, and vanilla flavoring. It's whipped until it's smooth and airy, never too thick or too runny. This gives just the right balance to the rich chocolate cake, making every bite even better. The amount of filling is carefully measured so that every cupcake has the same perfect cake-to-cream ratio, keeping the texture and taste consistent across millions of cupcakes made each day. Quality control is key at this stage. If the filling isn't added evenly or a cupcake doesn't get the right amount, it's flagged for fixing. High-speed cameras and weight sensors check for any mistakes. And any cupcake that isn't just right is either adjusted or removed. This careful process makes sure every Hostess cupcake meets the brand's high standards, because no one wants a cupcake without its creamy center. Once the filling is done, the cupcakes are ready for the next step, their tasty chocolate coating. After getting their creamy filling, the cupcakes head to the enrobing station, where they're covered in a smooth layer of chocolate icing. This icing is made from a blend of cocoa, sugar, and stabilizers, keeping it soft and tasty while still firm enough to hold its shape. This step is key to giving the cupcakes their classic look and flavor. Each one moves under a flowing curtain of melted chocolate, making sure every cupcake gets an even coating. Any extra icing drips away through a special system to keep things neat and prevent clumps. The result? A perfectly coated cupcake with a glossy, even finish. The chocolate icing's thickness and temperature are closely watched during this step. If it's too thick, it could create a heavy layer that overpowers the cake and filling. If it's too thin, it might not fully cover the cupcake, affecting its taste and look. To keep things just right, sensors and quality control teams ensure the icing stays at the perfect consistency. Once coated, the cupcakes are given a little time to set before moving on to the final decorating step. Now for the final touch, the famous white swirl. A special piping machine carefully applies the signature loops on top of each cupcake with perfect accuracy. This swirl isn't just for decoration, it's a classic Hostess trademark that fans know and love. The machine is designed to ensure every cupcake gets the same neat, consistent swirl. To get it just right, the pressure, speed, and placement are all carefully controlled, keeping the cupcakes looking as iconic as ever. Quality control is key at this stage. If a cupcake is missing its swirl or the design looks off, it won't pass inspection. High-speed cameras and trained workers check each one to make sure it meets Hostess's standards. Any that don't make the cut are either fixed or removed. Once they pass, they move on to the final step, packaging and getting ready to ship to eager customers nationwide. Once the cupcakes are complete, they move down the line for packaging to keep them fresh and protected. Before this, they go through one last quality check. Workers and high-speed cameras carefully inspect each one to make sure they're the right size, shape, and look just right. Cupcakes that are misshapen, missing their swirl, or unevenly filled are pulled from the line. If possible, they're reprocessed. Otherwise, they're discarded to maintain Hostess's high standards. The cupcakes that pass inspection are wrapped in twin packs to keep them fresh and protected. These wrappers help prevent contamination while keeping the cupcakes soft and tasty. To extend freshness, a process called modified atmosphere packaging, MAP, is used. This replaces oxygen in the package with nitrogen, slowing down spoilage without needing extra preservatives. Hostess does this to make sure every cupcake tastes just as fresh as when it left the factory. After sealing, the twin packs are packed into larger cartons designed to keep them safe during transport. This process is fully automated, making sure each pack is neatly arranged and secure. Barcodes and expiration dates are added to help track inventory and ensure the cupcakes arrive fresh in stores. Hostess follows strict guidelines to store and transport the cupcakes under the best conditions. The cartons are stacked onto pallets and shipped to warehouses and distribution centers nationwide. From there, the cupcakes make their way to grocery stores, convenience shops, and vending machines. The entire process is carefully planned to make sure customers always get fresh cupcakes wherever they are. After all the steps, sourcing, mixing, baking, and decorating, the final goal is to deliver these treats safely to snack lovers. And just like that, the journey from simple ingredients to a perfectly packaged cupcake is complete. Hostess Cupcakes have been a favorite for generations because they bring together great taste, nostalgia, and convenience. With their rich chocolate flavor, creamy filling, and signature swirl, they have a classic charm that keeps people coming back. But it's not just about the taste, it's the experience. Whether they're a childhood favorite, a lunchbox treat, or a sweet snack, they bring back happy memories for many. There's something special about unwrapping one and enjoying the soft, familiar cake, a simple pleasure that has lasted for decades. Hostess has stayed popular by combining tradition with modern production methods while keeping the same great quality. Advanced technology ensures every cupcake is soft, moist, and delicious. Automated mixing, precise baking, and carefully measured filling help create the perfect texture fans love. At the same time, special packaging helps keep them fresh longer without changing the taste, making them a convenient and reliable treat. Thanks to strict quality control, every bite tastes just as good, whether enjoyed right away or weeks later. Marketing has helped keep Hostess Cupcakes popular over the years. Fun ads, seasonal flavors, and special editions keep the brand exciting while staying true to its classic charm. Creative promotions have made these cupcakes more than just a snack. They're part of pop culture. Limited-time flavors, brand collaborations, and holiday-themed treats keep fans interested and coming back for more. Whether it's a spooky Halloween version or a partnership with a well-known brand, Hostess always finds ways to make its cupcakes fresh and fun. The reason Hostess Cupcakes have stayed popular for so long is that they always deliver the same delicious experience. With their mix of nostalgia, great taste, and consistency, they remain a go-to treat that people of all ages enjoy. While new snack trends come and go, these classic cupcakes never fade, proving that some treats never go out of style. Whether you've loved them for years or are trying one for the first time, there's something special about the simple joy of a Hostess cupcake. So what do you think? Are you a fan of Hostess Cupcake? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, out some of these other Process Powerhouse videos.